I started at the age of 18. 30 years plus I've been doing gym regularly. I've been to big gyms all over the world. We tried Inteza at our 3 branches. I've been using that equipment for the last 10 years or so, and we never faced any problem. But I have never seen such equipment anywhere in the world.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Tushar Ramnan from the Xplore Lifestyle Studios in Pune. We feature a lot of esteemed guests in live chats right here from the studio. Today, once again, we have an esteemed panel with me. I would like to introduce Mr. Jayant Pawar, who's very fondly known as Mr. JP, and founder of Solaris Gyms, and along with Mr. Pankaj Balwani, who is the Managing Director of Xplore Lifestyle Solutions. Welcome to the studio, sir. So we are honored to have you here today, and it's always so nice to see a man who's getting fitter by the age. So what is the secret behind this? I think you're reaching a landmark birthday also very soon. So I wouldn't like to reveal that you're just 20. That's right. But what is the secret?
I'll be 60 day after tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow.
Awesome.
No, it is no secret. I think it's eating decent food, sparing enough time for regular exercise, at least 5 times a week, 1 hour max. What I always say to people is we all have 168 hours a week, and if you cannot spare 2.5% of your time, which is almost 4 hours a week, then there is something wrong with your schedule, and I don't care who it is. That was I've been doing this for last 35 years, except for my heart attack and all that. Otherwise, 30 years plus I've been doing gym regularly.
So tell me, Jayant sir, were you always inclined towards sports or from your school days, or did you inculcate this later on in your life?
We used to live right next to Deccan Gymkhana.
Okay.
So from my window or balcony, we could see almost 90% of Deccan Gymkhana. So I used to watch tennis, and there were 11 courts, and then volleyball, basketball, cricket, people jogging, playing football. And I started tennis at the age of 8, and I've been playing since. Gym, I started at the age of 18, and then I've been going since.
I haven't stopped since then.
So tell me, Jayant sir, that you have been training in the old school methods also. You started pretty early going to the gyms, and now there has been a lot of development in technology in terms of the equipments which are coming into the market. What difference do you see, like in terms of development? Are we still far behind, or we have come quite ahead in the fitness industry?
See, whenever I want to know anything about modern equipment, modern technology, I've known Pankaj for last 15 years.
Right.
And I travel extensively, but I have never seen such equipment anywhere in the world. Wow. I may be going to the wrong places, I don't know, but I've been to big gyms all over the world, small gyms, hotels who you would think would have this sort of equipment, but so far I have never seen anything like it. So whenever there is a need to understand what's going on, I always call him and I get it right here.
So as Jayant sir mentioned, your association falls back to 15 years. They say beyond 7 years, the relationship becomes more like a family. So how did it start? Where did you meet, and how did it come till 15 years now?
I think we met as a buyer and supplier. We reached out to him, knowing him having chain of best gyms basically in Pune. He's had always. Right from first meeting, we hit on very well in terms of connecting on the technology side, and he's very curious by nature. Right. And we both at heart we are designers. We both are designers, so it was a natural affinity in many ways on many platforms basically. And I think over a period of time, ever since we supplied equipments to them, we've always tried to give them some of the best, and I'm sure with he'll be able to give his feedback. With experiences Solaris has had overall with the installations that we've done, I think over a period of time, naturally the relationship has grown, and it has gone stronger and stronger with passing time.
I also believe there's this one common union with a brand called Inteza. and that's how there was a lot of union happening between both of you. And would you like to share something about Inteza as a brand? I believe you've done a lot of work on, trained on the brand as well.
We, for the first time, we tried Inteza at our 3 branches. Those branches have been using that equipment for last 10 years or so. We also tried your gym equipment and we never faced any problem. Normally we ask whether you have spares, will you be able to service the equipment. We have never faced any problem whatsoever. Whenever we had any problem or servicing, not problem I should say, it was done very quickly, swiftly. So we have very good experience with Inteza and the other equipment that we bought from him.
Pankaj ji is now back in action with Inteza again, and I'm sure that he doesn't need to really market the product because it's already sold to you. Jayant sir, the fitness these days, health, fitness, wellness is very social media driven these days. People are coming with a lot of inputs, people who have just started training and they become trainers overnight. And you are a mix between the old and school and the new age, which you see. So where do you think is the fitness industry heading towards, especially in regards to good facilities like equipment selection, nutrition and things like that? Would you like to throw some light on that?
I think what I saw today at your place is something incredible. I never knew that this existed. I don't know how, but I never saw it before. And we are about to, by next year, we'll have a new sports club. It's quite large, 150,000 square feet. And we were planning to have at least 4,000 plus square foot of carpet space in the gym. And I think we are going to go for the equipment that we saw today because I exercise regularly. I'm a safe exerciser. And what I saw today, without using any weight, is more than enough for anybody.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Total gym basically that he saw is
The feeling was as if I was doing
self-body
proper gym.
weight. Self-body weight.
So we are at the Xplore Lifestyle Experience Center, and you see a range of equipments here from Total Gym and Reaxing, which of course Mr. Pankaj has set up. And he's going all out with these brands. So Pankaj, please, now that you have added Inteza also to the whole bandwidth, so how are you going all out with having Mr. Jayant Pawar also vouching for the same once again that he's already sold?
I think the combination of the products that we have, again, we've always had a good combination of products which have worked very well for gyms in terms of setting them and giving them important USPs which are needed for selling memberships against any competition. Even after when the clients are joining, retaining those clients because of the kind of technology we've installed and the kind of training we're able to give, the overall variations that you are able to offer, I think there's a very strong mix, much stronger than before.
Yes.
Is what Inteza, last we only had cardio when we offered. Today, Inteza is a full brand. Cardio, strength, functional training, accessories, and 3 more very unique kind of products which are coming. I'm not allowed to say it, but coming March, everyone is going to see that. One of the only few brands which has won Red Dot Award, very prestigious Red Dot Award for product line. And this is one step for us going ahead and being able to service the clients that we've worked and we've had a relationship for many, many years. Very strong relationship. I personally feel very proud when I am able to offer such technologies which everyone can benefit out of and is able to give experience to their own ultimate clients when they're coming to their gyms. And when they get appreciation, we feel really happy about that as well. And I'm sure we will continue to keep doing that. The same way we were just talking about the addition of Solaris Club being a very sports-centric facility. It is very important that a common denominator is brought into full force where the players are able to strengthen themselves where he was just talking of one of the player from Solaris who went and played Wimbledon Junior, and he injured himself, and a very important time when he was really rooting for him to take a leap forward, he injured himself. Why is this happening? This is a big question that needs to be asked. And when I showed him Reaxing as a solution which can work as a prehab, where you are actually strengthening a person's, his joints, his overall mobility, his agility, his speed, his reaction time, and overall sports endurance, sports performance. This is what is needed in Indian players, in Indian sports. And that's what we are bringing. And readily he said, whatever area you need is available, you come and let's do it. And then that's what we are setting out to do. Create a new benchmark, basically. And I can tell you the training, the technology that we are intending to stall and taking this forward will completely change the game in India. I think it's a start. It's a beautiful start that we are rooting for.
Jayant sir, as you know that, we say that the 40s are the new 20s now. I see that people beyond 40 are much fitter than the 20s. What would be your 3 major safety points which you would like to share for people who are above 50 in terms of working out or training? What precautions people should take post 50?
I think I would advise anybody who is above 50 to first get themselves checked by a doctor or their physician in every possible way. Secondly, I would recommend them to go to somebody who is highly knowledgeable. They are available. Some people are very good at giving me advice on what exercise to do and what not to do. Third is, at some point you have to realize that you have crossed that line. So you don't have to go for the ego lifting.
Right.
A lot of people I've seen, even at 65, I have people, my friends, I call them friends because I know them for the last 25 years. And they're still not able to accept that they have crossed 50, 55, 60. And they still keep doing the same mistake, what I call is as a mistake. Because you need to change with time. And there was a time when I used to, just 8 years ago, when I used to lift very heavy, even after the heart attack. And then I realized through one of our master trainers, very lightweight or very safe equipment like you have, and we will have them at Solaris for sure, you can achieve the same results. You don't need to
Lift heavy.
lift heavy at all. And you have to be consistent.
I have one question to ask basically, and it's an irony that I have always observed. And continuing with the same point basically, you have been one of the fittest person I know in the industry, who's been very active.
Right.
Absolutely loves game of tennis.
Right.
And while playing tennis, you had a heart attack.
Cardiac arrest.
Going in that zone where you pushed yourself beyond the limits, and experiencing that, because he was fitter, he survived. With absolute thank God, touch wood. And we were all shocked basically when we heard that. And I saw him from being a very, very frail condition to bouncing back, and look at him now.
Right.
He's aging in reverse
I
direction.
still remember that you had come back to your sports very fast.
Yeah, I think almost within 1 year I was.
But I want you to tell me about the experience that you went through, and what was the state of mind. I always wanted to know, understand.
Personally, I feel it was one of my best experiences. It taught me a lot. My mistake was, a lot of people wonder why you had a heart attack. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party. My mistake was I did extensive traveling, came to Pune, had just slept 3 hours a night for this continuously 3 nights, and still was doing gym, proper heavy gym. And I didn't drink enough water.
Yeah, hydration was one of the reasons.
It was dehydration that led to cardiac arrest.
Right.
And initially, for the first half an hour or so, I was declared dead because the ECG was straight. And eventually, in that hospital, which was very near our club, they gave me 6 shocks and 2 of those injections. That's when the heart, after 50 minutes or so, it was slightly slightly working better. And then they put in a stent at another hospital, and I was in coma for 18 days. I was on dialysis, I was on oxygen, there were 2 other machines, I don't know which machines. And at some point they thought that my kidneys would give up. And luckily I started recovering. There was a point when I thought that I'm going to be unable to use from here down, I will not be able to walk, because I couldn't move, I just couldn't move. The doctor assured me that no, you will walk one day. It will take time, but you will walk. And I couldn't believe it, but eventually he forced me to take few steps, and I did. And that night, while I was still awake, I thought, okay, you're going to forget this 2 months after you go home. But before that, when I was not sure whether my legs are going to be working anymore, I started thinking about a gym I saw in Germany that was equipped for people in wheelchair. Yeah. So my mind works like that. So I thought, okay, now I'm going to have to use a wheelchair, and we will import those machines, and we will set up a new gym, state of the art, for people like me who wish to be in the gym but they can't use the regular equipment. Luckily, when I tried walking, and I realized that okay, it's going to be slow, but it's going to happen. And that's what I told myself, that you're going to forget all this happened 2 months after you leave home. 4th month, I started playing tennis, despite losing 30 kilo, and my heart, even today, the ejection fraction is only 38, 39.
39?
39,
wow.
Yes. And, but I just took care. If I'm traveling, I don't go to the gym immediately. A lot of times I've seen people of my age, many of them are my friends. In fact, a couple of my friends passed away within last 3 months, younger than me. I'm 60, they were 50, 55, 50.
They survived because you had worked on yourself for so long.
Yes, so you have to be consistent, and I think everybody, when you ask yourself that question, you know exactly what is good for you and what is not good for you. You don't need to be tutored or advised. If you ask yourself honestly, it has to work. It has to work.
Pankaj, from a normal conversation, this has become such an inspirational
but
journey for us.
What I loved about him, when he was going through a phase where he felt that he will never be able to walk, he was still thinking of setting up a state-of-art gym for probably a condition that he might rest of his life live with, that he felt. But at the back of the mind, he was resilient. He wanted to come back into working out. This is incredible.
Right. So that's exactly what I said.
This is incredible.
This has become an inspirational, motivational chat rather than a candid session. Pankaj, to add to this, after seeing this kind of situation and such an inspiring person, brands like Inteza and people like them also do a lot of, I believe, testing and research and development, especially on these machines. Other day we had the Asia Pacific head, we had a candid chat, and he had mentioned. Would you like to share something more on that, on Inteza?
I would like to just say a few points. Inteza as a company I have known for almost more than 14 years. I went to see the factory basically, which they had set up fresh. The overall thought process of the quality standards they uphold, both in manufacturing and in overall dealings with each other as two companies, two corporates dealing with each other. The overall materials they use, the kind of tech deployment in the factory, like it's a completely robotic driven. A robot delivers parts on the assembly station which is full with everything that is needed to complete a treadmill or an elliptical. There is no way anything can get forgotten. Everything is automatically moving, very less manpower but more tech driven. 14 years ago was way ahead. Even today it's way ahead of any other major brand which you see in manufacturing, in fitness industry. When you see the quality, the kind of ergonomics, the hand grips, right from the foot grips that will hold your foot down, not slip away, the materials and the grips which are designed around, as a one entity, the movement of the equipments, the biomechanics, every aspect is chiseled to perfection. That's the mindset of Inteza. And everything they have come, like, Escalate, the only product in the world in which you can change a step height from 4 inches to 8 inches. A progressive training, which has been lacking in a product like Step Climber. That's one of the reasons why people don't use it for more than 5-6 minutes. Treadmills, if you run them without any human, you put a glass of water and you shoot a glass of water on a surface, you will not see a single ripple on the water. Such a technology, the quietest treadmill you will find, lowest dB sounds basically that you are able to record, while at full speed of 25 or 30. These are the technologies which last long. For so many years,
Yes,
you used. I am sure the service life has been beyond the calculations which a gym owner does. If a 6 years life of the product, this would give at least 8 to 10 years of life, maybe more if maintained well. In conditions like India.
Right.
In conditions like India.
So if I have to sum it up in the right way in one line, with Inteza, basically you're in safe hands. Jayant sir, what is your one good message for the audience who are going to watch this particular episode? What is that one motivational resolution you have beyond 60?
It may not be related to fitness, but I'll tell you how I think. And I often talk to my colleagues. I think I lead by example. We are doing all this Solaris or whatever that we manufacture. It's for a different purpose. The purpose it's not for me, or it's not for my family. So Solaris is 25 years old, and I consider each one of my colleagues as my family member.
Right.
So it makes me happy when the company is doing well and we look after them. So it's basically they are looking after themselves, but we create that environment where they and all the members feel at home.
Right.
And that's what differentiates Solaris from the rest. I'm not saying the others are not good enough. They are good enough. I mean, they are better than us in some ways. But we are more of a homely organization. And that's why we are investing a good amount of money in club. We have alternatives. We can simply go into some other field where we can also earn much more. But that is what drives me. When I see my colleagues doing well, and we have many examples of people who started sweeping floor, now they are managers. We have example, our CEO used to be a member 25 years ago, and then he became the CEO about 12 years ago. So and we have many such examples, and that's what drives me more than anything else.
This has been a very inspirational chat, and of course which came from your heart, which I'm sure this message will convey a lot of things to the audience which is going to watch this show, especially in terms of how you have experienced a second life, if I have to submit. Keep watching our podcasts, as I can say, or live chats, which are very unrehearsed or unplanned, and it's from the heart. Right here from the Xplore Lifestyle Studio, this is Tushar Ramnan signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you.